Hello everyone. My name is Yishen and I'm one of the academic advisors here at Clazroom College. So today I'll be presenting to you the topic of insight of multimedia industry. In today's session, we will look into what exactly this industry is doing in Malaysia and also what is the ongoing trend that we can expect to happen in the near future. So my topic of today is separated into 4 parts. First, we will have digital entertainment, the making of digital entertainment, exciting industry, and also lastly, we have sharing from Clazroom College. So before I start my presentation today, just to let you guys know, throughout my presentation, if you have any questions, you can always drop a comment in our chat box. My colleague Melanie will answer your questions accordingly. Okay, so what is digital entertainment? This might be a strange term for you guys as most of us know digital entertainment as animation, games, and movies. Okay, so one of the example here, Disney Encanto is the latest Disney production that came out last year, if I'm not mistaken. Disney Encanto is a new animation movie with a really high standard of illustration. So if you guys have watched this movie before, and if you make comparison with this movie and also the old Disney production, you can tell that Disney animation is actually improved a lot throughout the years. Okay, and not only in Disney or the animation, also we have a lot of anime movies or games are actually performing well in this industry, right? We can tell that from the production of Demon Slayer season 2. If you guys have watched it, Attack on Titan, the final season. If you guys not yet watched, you need to go to watch. You can experience the current standard of multimedia. Okay, and also we have a lot of new games such as Genshin Impact, Mobile Legend, or 王者荣耀. These kind of games are performing well in terms of graphic. Okay, so speak about the mobile game industry. Since the 4G started, mobile game industry is actually growth significantly until now. As people now can easily access to games just simply I use my phone to play on games like Mobile Legend, 王者荣耀, Genshin Impact. People now can enjoy high speed of internet and greater internet bandwidth, so we can get to enjoy more digital entertainment just simply through our smartphone. And also, if you guys still remember, I'm sure all of you remember during the past 2 years, during the MCO period, everyone are forced to stay at home. What actually we do to spend our time? I mean, we forced to stay at home. Most of us, I think personally, I will be spending my time on games or anime or digital movies, things like this. So this actually boosts up the demand in this mobile game industry as people stay at home, easily get bored, wanting to have more game updates, more new games coming out, and also new anime seasons or new Netflix series. So as you guys can see here, just only in 4G internet, we already try to ask more and more digital entertainment. We already have a lot of amazing animation now. But if you guys can imagine, what if we are entering into the 5G internet? What is the next possible trend upcoming that is gonna shape our industry or even shape our daily life? Okay, so here you see is the poster of the movie Ready Player One. I'm not sure if you guys have watched this movie. Just a quick introduction. This movie is telling that the players in the future gets to enjoy super advanced virtual reality gaming device. They get to use this VR system to enjoy fully immersed gaming experience in 5D, 6D, or even higher experience, like enjoying a virtual life over the virtual reality device. Okay, so if you guys imagine, this device is currently under developing, and after we enter the 5G internet, we have the internet support and also we have the device coming out. This will be the real life possible new technology trend that is upcoming. And you can imagine in the future you are enjoying a virtual life. You can switch between your real life and also your virtual life. Isn't it something very exciting that we can use our virtual life to enjoy more digital entertainment? Okay, so even though now we already have a lot of digital entertainment, metaverse, yes. So, however, we don't really know how this digital entertainment is being created, right? Even though we're enjoying all the experience brought by digital entertainment, it's actually quite important for us to understand how we really create all this digital entertainment. Yeah. So this is the scene here you see from the movie of Spider-Man No Way Home that came out last December. Sorry for the spoiler if some of you have not watched the movie yet. So this is the scene where Doctor Strange trying to catch Spider-Man because Spider-Man doing something bad, okay? And you can see he's doing the magic, calling out the duplications of trend. But deep down, we know that this scene is a computer-generated animation. It's like it's generated by CG lah. But we don't really doubt and we don't really judge which scenes of the movie is fake because the performance of the movie is really natural and real. We as an audience, when we are watching the movie, we don't really care, right? Whether the scene is fake, whether which scene is created by computer. We enjoy the movie, and this is what makes the digital entertainment so fascinating and attractive to all of us. So next, I will be go through review from the step, go through review the step of how to create a digital entertainment from the very beginning. Okay, so storyboard design. This is actually the first step of most of the digital entertainment now we have. Okay, if you guys know that usually back to the old time, we have a lot of comic books, a lot of storybook, but now most of us just do the ebook or do the manga online. But back at the old times, most of the digital entertainment is started with comic books, such as Avengers. Marvel Avengers is also start with the comic books here. So let's say if one day there is a digital film production team, they would like to do a movie according to the storybook. First, they will call out a storyboard artist. The storyboard artist here, they will read the manga and then they will, according to the story of the manga, to draft out a storyboard design, which is the right-hand side picture here. You see, this is a storyboard of a Marvel scene. Okay, they will draft out accordingly, scene by scene, which scene the character is entering the battlefield and what is his next action, the reaction, very detailed, drafted out the storyboard. Because this storyboard is gonna use later on for the digital film production here. Okay, so the team here will do the shooting according to the scene that is drafted out at the storyboard. The actors, the production team will perform the scenes scene by scene very detailed. And then after all the shooting is done, in order to replace all the fantasy scenes or the scientific background, we will use the green screen as you guys can see here. And after all the shooting, all the scenes has done, they will be passed later on to the computer graphic teams, not the 3D animation team, to do the CG, the computer generated animation or background, just like you guys see here. So the 3D team here will take the job of modeling, rigging, and also animation to create the scientific background, but also created the scientific character here. Okay, so like the Green Hulk, this is a scientific character that never exists in real life. So the 3D team will create a modeling of the Green Hulk and then use it, implement it on the Mark Ruffalo's character. Yes, this time you can notice that Mark Ruffalo is wearing this special suit with a special symbol on it. It's called motion capture suit. Sorry. Is used to capture the body movement of the actor. And then the 3D team will do the modeling of the Hulk and then implement it onto the body movement of furrows. So that's why what we see the scientific character in the movies can perform so natural and so real. Even the facial expression, you can see that the scientific character is performing very real and natural emotions. Okay, as you guys can see here in this slide, you can notice that the actor's face is covered in black dots, right? So this black dots is used for the 3D animation team to capture the facial expressions. So like that, the actor also can perform emotion, not only in real life, but also in animation. Okay, so this motion capture technology is actually one of the important technology we use to create most of the digital entertainment now. But not only in movies, and also we have motion capture in terms of games. Okay, in game design here, we have this Sifu. If you guys know this game, is currently very trending. This game with a smooth martial arts skill and also combat. And this is actually captured by the motion capture suit. Okay, so all the characters Kung Fu move is actually performed by real life martial art master, and then they will be wearing this motion capture suit for the 3D animation team to track the body movement, the combat skill, and implement it onto the game character. Yes, so this is actually one of the great advantage to develop a great games. But also with a really smooth body movement is not enough to create a great game. Even though the gaming experience will be better, the gaming experience will not be better if without a good game engine to power. Okay, like the Assassin's Creed series. If you guys have played any kind of Assassin's Creed games, yeah, sometimes you'll be having glitches. So Assassin's Creed games, if you guys have played it, you maybe know that the advantage of Assassin's Creed is that it have a lot of great landscape, game map, and also the building, the view inside the game is actually quite amazing and very interesting for the player to explore into. So how they actually create a really nice exploring map for the players to spend their time more into the games. Okay, so introduce to you the game engine. So here you see is how we use the user interface of game engine to create the game environment for the player to explore into. So the big monitor you see here is actually the current game environment you are customizing. And at the bottom here are the selections of modeling, the props, the game asset that you use to decorate your game environment. So it works just like the games we usually play. I don't know if you guys have played this game before. It's called The Sims. If you guys have played this game before, The Sims is what like life simulation game, right? We as a player, we can decorate our home inside the game, customize our garden, moving our furniture around. Yes, over 20-year-old game. Game engine work exactly like The Sims. But what we customizing in game engine is the game environment to later on power the game. It might be very confusing if you guys just hearing me explaining the game engine. So I'm preparing a video. I have prepared a video for you guys to see how exactly this game engine works. Okay, so this is what it looks like behind the scenes of all the digital entertainment. And also this is also refers to how we actually create all this amazing digital entertainment. Okay, so after we know all the how we create all this digital entertainment, comes to the third part of my presentation, we will be looking into what is the upcoming exciting trends that is happening in this industry, not only in Malaysia, but also all over the international industry here. So in this slide here, you can see there is there's six pictures over here. The first one, Beat Saber here, represents to the virtual reality technology. So in the future, we will actually not in the future. Currently, we are also having teams and companies starting to develop in the virtual reality gaming. Okay, we can see that there is a lot of video like Nintendo Switch or even the Beat Saber games is also using the virtual reality device. And next one will be the Doctor Strange movie. If I'm not wrong, Doctor Strange 2 is coming out soon, right? The Multiverse of Madness. Uh, I strongly recommend you guys go watch these movies, the Doctor Strange 2, because this movie will be a good example for you guys to understand how is the current technology standard of visual effect. Okay, Doctor Strange is representing the future of visual effect, the movies. I recommend you guys to go to watch the movie. Wukong the Black Myth is the upcoming new game that is powered by the new generation of game engine, Unreal Engine 5. If you guys have watched the trailer of this game, right, you will be amazed by the breathtaking view, the gaming, the landscape of the game map. Okay, and we have here the smartphone industry. Also, we can expect more and more unique games come out in the mobile phone. Not only from currently we are having Genshin Impact, all these games that we never imagined before, right? So in the 5G era, we can expect more and more this kind of game coming into the mobile phone industry. Okay, following here is the metaverse. Metaverse represents a whole new life of humans. Right, we can get into our virtual life. We have a new kind of social into our virtual metaverse. We can have a new kind of transaction here. So this is still under developing, a new concept that is coming out by the Facebook company. And of course, with all these upcoming trends and all the unique digital entertainment coming out, we will also have a lot more of e-sport, the competition gaming competition here. So this six category represents the six main trending that is going out in the near future. But you guys might be wondering, all this trending, does it actually related to Malaysia's industry here? Actually, all this industry, all these trends are not only working in the international or in the foreign country. This is also what Malaysia's companies are doing now. Okay, so in Malaysia here, we have at least 300 creative multimedia companies in Malaysia. All these companies are all working on animation, movies, and the games. So we are not only working on the local production, but also what our main focus is still on the international market, the international industry here. But however, all of the company in Malaysia, they are facing one common problem, which is the shortage in manpower. In Malaysia, we don't really have enough artists or talent that can help to boost the multimedia industry, because not really many people equipped with skill of art to help in develop more animation or games. So all these companies here, as you can see, this is all their hiring vacancy posts. And Clazroom also consistently receive feedback from all these companies regarding hiring or their vacancy status. So what I want to say here is the career opportunity in Malaysia multimedia industry is quite high, as not a lot of people equipped with skill of art. So if you really dream want to be a artist someday, you need to like equip yourself with good skill. The career opportunity for you will not be less lah. You don't have to worry about problem of finding job in Malaysia. Currently, this industry in Malaysia is also having ongoing of growing. Okay, so this is here. This slide here presents to you the project that has involved by Malaysia's company. I'm sure most of you not really familiar with this industry here, and I suggest you guys go to Google multimedia industry project that is created by Malaysia. You will be surprised that a lot of trending games or famous animation or movies are actually involved by Malaysia's company and also by Malaysia's artists. And also all these projects here has involved by Clazroom students as well. So with all these exciting industries coming on, right? Industry project coming on, what exactly can the students to do in order to join this industry? Comes to our final part of my presentation today. How can Clazroom really help students to be prepared to join this industry? Okay, so you guys might be wondering, you are saying this much of opportunity, this much of trending games we can be experienced in the future, but how really we can join this industry? So don't worry, here in this final part, I will be explaining to you what exactly Clazroom College is offering and to help students. So Clazroom College has offered 4 courses: 2D illustration, 3D animation, game design course, and also finally digital film production. For this 2D illustration here, we will be more focused on teaching students in terms of the drawing techniques, okay, and the concept art, and also most importantly the digital art. So illustrator here, we will teach students how to develop their own concept, their imagination and creative into a real life piece of artwork to present it to the public. Illustrator, if you guys still remember, illustration refers to the first form of most of the digital entertainment. Now, currently we are enjoying all this digital entertainment first begin with illustration. So illustrator will equip with the skill to turn words and description into beautiful visual image, as you guys can see here. Okay, 3D animation course will be focused on animation, rigging, and also modeling. Just like I showed you just now, the green Hulk, the Mark Ruffalo's, this one. So here you will be learn how to do the character modeling to create scientific character. Or you also you will be learning environment modeling to create the computer generated animation or computer generated image to implement it into the scientific movies. Okay, so 3D artists will be remastering the illustration into a beautiful 3D modeling so that it can be used in games and movies. So come to the game design course. In this course here, we will be teaching students to create game graphics, game assets, props modeling. Basically, your game character, your props inside the game, your building, and also your game asset will be teaching by students, will be learned by students, and most importantly is the game engine here. Students will learn how to step by step to create their own game character and game assets, and then finally use games engine to create the landscape of the games and manufacture, customize the game environment for the player to explore into. And last but not least, we have the digital film production course. So this course here will be teaching students in the video editing and also filming skill. Students will learn how to create a video of documentary, showreel, microfilm, movies, and so on. Students will learn exactly from the beginning of script writing, storyboarding, and then we will learn how to do the shooting using the green screen. And then after we took all the scene, we will learn how to do the video editing in the visual effect in terms of 3D fundamental or basically just vector design. We will learn from the step 1 of making video until the last step of editing video. So basically, you'll be learning the skill as a director from the pre-production stage to the production stage, and also finally the production stage. So these 4 courses actually represents the 4 major part of creative multimedia industry now in Malaysia. These 4 courses represent the 4 important skills and also areas in creating the digital entertainment here. Okay, so before I end my presentation here today, I have one more video to you guys sharing about classroom student, the journey in learning art. What is their opinions and also the tips of learning in their art.
Clazroom feels like a place where I can learn lots of stuff about art.
It gives me motivation to sharpen up my skills and make more friends that has the same interests as me.
It has opened my eyes to a lot of things. 非常专业，所有的老师都是经过严格训练，所以他们教我们的东西都容易吸收。我在那边学到很多东西。
Syllabus matched exactly what I wanted.
The lecturers teach the students with passion, and they try to really teach them how to learn from basic and make them actually somebody in the near future.
All the teachers that have the passion, and I saw the lecturers' artworks, I was amazed.
I checked the reviews also where people say that the lecturers were actually passionate to teach the students.
这里的 portfolio 其实是蛮不错的，
很多前辈的作品都很好，
很羡慕，我也是要像他们这样
inspired me. Just keep practicing every day.
I came in here without having any knowledge about art. I've not drawn anything, not painted anything before. So it was nice to come here and learn all the basics.
我是零基础的来这边的，看到那些有基础的，就会想要追上他们了。
I like the environment here. It's pretty cozy with the little hangout room.
Yeah, and I found Clazroom, and then I go and see, look around and everything, and it's like a perfect match for me.
And the people here are really friendly.
环境也蛮舒适，就是比较休闲式的这样子，
可以让你学更多东西，交更多的朋友。
You can actually get friends. You can get people who's passionate enough with you along to join you in the adventure in Clazroom until we graduate.
我的梦想是成为一个成功的画家，
来追求我的梦想。
Clazroom maybe it's like a home.
Clazroom is kind of like my second home. I'm mostly always here.
Clazroom is like a family, and most of my friends are doing the same thing like what I do.
就是有家的感觉，这样子，就是很像在家里就是学习，
这样好像第二间家的感觉。
Clazroom to me, it feels like my second home.
For me, Clazroom itself is a place like a second home.
It's just kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie.
Why not just give it a try?
Okay, thank you for your attention today. This is my presentation here. This is the end of my presentation. So thank you very much, and comes into the Q&A question. You guys can ask me any question. I will answer you here.
All right, thank you, Yishan. Yeah, students, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask now. Okay, a couple of questions from me. So I think Clazroom offers like 4 courses, right?
Yes.
2D, 3D, game design, and digital film production. So all of them is very interesting. How would you, advise a student to choose, one course out of the 4 courses that you offer?
I would suggest students go with their passion, because these 4 courses each represents the skill, the important skill and arts. The area in the industry here. So what you exactly do here, you need to make sure that the courses you choose will be your future career, and also you enjoy what you're doing. You are not choosing based on the salary range or based on the course easy or difficult, because to be honest, all these 4 courses are really not easy to learn because everything you'll be learning from basic. So you choose based on your passion, what you like, and can you accept if you keep doing this artwork? Will you get bored? Will you enjoy doing this, creating the 3D or creating the game? So all the four courses are the same, just the area they learning it, the direction they learning is different. For 2D, you'll be learning the drawing techniques, more towards the techniques. If for 3D, you'll be going into the learning about software, creating modeling, rigging, animation. But for game design, you'll be more focused on the game graphics and also game engine. And lastly, digital film production are more towards the practical of real life shooting here.
Okay.
So,
right, thanks. There is a question from Renucia. Her question is there theory or only practical coursework?
If you are asking for examination or the classes, basically most of the classes conducted here, it will be practical work. Our lecturer will be doing live demonstration and also lecturing inside in front of our students, and students are advised to do step by step as lecturer teaching. So we will not really having any theory subjects or any theory knowledge, because what you learn here is your knowledge in the artwork and also your, most importantly, your skill.
Another question from Tiru. What are your course fees like? What kind of range is it?
Our course fees is around 40k ringgit Malaysia to 44k ringgit Malaysia, depends on the course you choose. The fees are varies because of the software we use. Any charges to join in Clazroom? I would say that if you wanting to join Clazroom, you just need to pay for the enrollment fee and also follow with the course fee. So we will have enrollment fee and course fee only for the students who want to join our 2-year advanced diploma course. Besides of that, we don't have any extra charges.
Okay, all right. What kind of entry requirements do students need in order to enter Clazroom College?
We don't really have any academic requirement or the foundation in art. Okay, for students who would like to join Clazroom and learn art, you don't have to worry. You need to have certain basic in art. Basically, we are accepting students who is age minimum at 16 years old and above. And your SPM result, your STPM result are not a criteria to join in order to join Clazroom College. In here, you will be learned from exactly zero basic. From zero, you'll be learning the foundation of art, and then finally step by step to the semester 6 until you can complete your own portfolio. So you don't have to worry your SPM result, your academic result will not have any effect in our course learning.
So if I don't know how to draw, I've never drawn before, can I join your course?
As long as you really patient, you really want to try out some illustration work, you can sure join. We will teach from the zero basic of your hand gesturing, like how you hold a pen.
Okay, wow.
So really from the very basic. So you don't have to worry about catching up or have to follow the class, because we are doing practical based. We don't have examination. We are using assignment to evaluate students' standard. So in this case, we will make sure students their weekly progress, so that they will not fall behind.
Okay, so there are no exams, only fully assignment based, right?
Yes, assignment based. Lecturer will check on your weekly assignment, check if you catch up with the progress, and lecturer will mark on your weekly progress. And by the end of semester, your total marks, all the weekly marks will be your total marks for your semester.
Great. Right. There's another question from Charlene. She asks, is pursuing art, as a career risky or scary? As some of our parents would call it.
Yes, most of the parents are worrying about this industry. Does this really give a best future for our students or anything? It's not that risky because in this industry, a lot of people start to join in creating digital art, and creating digital art is not easy for all of us, because sometimes, as you can see, maybe one movie, it takes more than 100 people of artists. Here I'm talking about career opportunity. We will you will not have to worry about the problems of getting a job. Like, as long as you really providing some certain standard of artwork by the time you graduate, you are achieving the standard as a graduate. You don't have to really worry for looking for a job. And in this industry, there are actually a lot of opportunity for the new fresh graduate to join. And what is most important in your working career is your portfolio. By the time you're working, you are also enhancing your portfolio for your better future, and also a better option in choosing other collaboration opportunity.
That's good. Wong asks us whether you guys have a branch in Sarawak. How many do you have?
Currently, we only have one, which is located at Selangor here, the Damansara area. We don't have any branches yet.
Right. So let's say if students comes from outstation, right? Do you provide hostel or accommodations?
Yes, we did provide hostel for students who is in need because most of our students are coming from different states, from Penang, from Negeri Sembilan, or even Sabah, Sarawak. Also, we have students. So we are providing hostel that is just nearby our school only, walking distance with 5 minutes.
Okay. Christine asks, is production like music video taught in your courses?
Production of music video. If you are mentioning the MV, not the sounds part, yes, music video is also part of our job in a part of our classes, like how we do the transition to the filming, and also what is the performing we will be doing in this music video. But however, about the music part, we don't really teaching students in singing.
Right. It does seem like this industry revolves a lot around like software, whatever you can do on a computer. Is it common for multimedia designers to work remotely, instead of working in an office?
Yes, actually, especially during the past 2 years, when everyone is forced to work from home during the pandemic period. We have some interviews with our students who is currently working in the industry. They say that they work from home and it does not have any problems for them to work remotely, and their workload has not been affected by the pandemic, which means that their workload is still the same as the pandemics never happened. So working remotely is never a problem for an artist to conduct their work.
Hua is asking whether your digital film production, can they use that knowledge to make YouTube videos?
Yes, actually, many of our students who learn digital film production, they have thought of open their own YouTube channel as well. And what you do in YouTube video is basically what we do in our real life doing commercial ad video shooting. It's also the same. The knowledge can be used in making YouTube video as well.
Thiru is asking, after SPM, can we join Clazroom? Or
yes.
Maybe let me rephrase it. How is your intake like every year?
Okay, we have our intake from every year on January, May, and also September. So you can choose which intake you are suitable to join us and start your courses.
Okay, so next intake would be May.
Yes, May.
All right. All right. Christine is asking whether is there audio production or mastering and engineering in Clazroom College?
Currently, we don't have any audio production, mastering, and engineering offered in Clazroom yet. So we don't have subjects that is specifically for audio production yet.
Do you have plans to expand into that, since it's sort of related, right?
Yes, sort of related, but currently for now, we are still trying to profession in the digital film production first. For audio production, we will consider it, but I don't think we will come out in this year.
Okay, cool. Is there any dubbing in Clazroom? I think dubbing is subtitling, is it?
May I know what do you mean by dubbing?
Yeah, maybe Thiru, can you help elaborate your questions a little bit more? All right. So I think you will be using a lot of different types of software in your courses, right? Can you like provide some of the softwares for us to understand what it is?
Okay, so for 2D illustration, we will be learning Adobe Photoshop and also ZBrush in creating digital art. For 3D animation course, we will be learning ZBrush and also Maya in doing the animation and modeling. If for game design here, we will be teaching Unreal Engine and also the Maya software, the ZBrush software. And for digital film production course, we will be learning ZBrush and Adobe Illustrator.
So, do students need to, pay for their own licenses to use this software during the course?
No, the software license is provided by Clazroom College. Basically, it's already included in your course fee lah. So you don't have to pay any extra.
Right. Good. Let me get another curious question by me, right? So in digital film production, we see that they always use like green screen.
Yes.
So my question is, why does it have to be green? Can't it be like red, I don't know, white, yellow?
Actually, besides of green screen, they also use another color, is blue color, right? This is actually for them to differentiate the actors, where sometimes the actor costume might involve colors of red or color of purple. So the green will be the best color for the 3D artists to differentiate it later on in the editing.
So is it like because of like the contrast, the difference in color makes it easier?
Yes, also the lightings, sometimes the shadow, green will be the best to like fading the shadow lah, so that it will be easy for the 3D team in creating the CG effects.
That's interesting. Didn't know that. Okay. Wong is asking what kind of computer specs do they need to learn 2D course?
Okay, so for 2D course, most importantly, you need to make sure your laptop has the graphic card. Okay, so I would recommend you to buy a gaming laptop. Gaming laptop with the price between 3,000 and 3,005. And other requirements are actually quite average. We would recommend you to get 8 GB RAM, 500 GB storage, graphic cards, and also Core Intel i5 and above. If you fulfill all these requirements, then you don't have a problem in learning our course with the laptop.
The graphic card, right? What kind of RAM are we looking at? 2 GB
5 and above lah.
5 and above. Wow.
Yes.
All right. Do you guys provide laptop?
No, we don't really provide laptop lah, because laptop is we will advise students to provide their own laptop, because if for their own convenience and also their privacy concerns, and also if you finish we don't provide laptop is because we don't get any kind of, because sometimes some students are not satisfied with our laptop providers, so we will recommend them to bring their own laptop lah. Yes.
Okay. I think as long as they provide the licenses for the software, I think that's good enough. Yeah. Sabian is asking, will MacBook Air year 2020 work?
Unfortunately, if for the Apple brand and also Acer brand, it might not work for some of our software we are using. So I would recommend you to get any other brand like Lenovo, Asus, or MSI. But if for MacBook, because of they does not have the Google, and so it will be some difficulties in terms of software.
Right, students, if you have any more questions, please keep them coming while we have Clazroom on the line with us.
Yes, basically any other brand is okay, but you need to make sure the computer brand you choose they does provide Google service, because most of the software now are using Google service.
Right. If there isn't any more questions, then we just want to take this opportunity to thank Yishan and thank the entire Classroom team for spending your time with us.